Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we are doing a pick a card on what you can expect in the next 7 days, in the next week. This is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter when it was recorded. Just know when you're finding it, you're meant to find it. So these are some things you can keep in mind that may come up in your week, just to be aware of and possibly to think about ahead of time. But yeah, so I have 3 piles for you guys today. I have pile 1, which is this piece of petrified wood. Pile 2, which is this aura rose quartz. And pile 3, which is this dream amethyst. So take a deep breath and go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, you could just have a really busy week coming up, or there just could be something in another pile. So feel free to watch if you're drawn to more than one. The timestamps will be in the description box below, as well as a link into an extended version of each pile as well. So if you're interested in that, those links will be just under the pile for each. Yeah, the link will be in the pile for that as well. In the timestamps. Okay, sorry. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'll leave these up for a moment. Again, take a deep breath and go with whichever you're drawn to the most, and I will see you at your pile. Thanks, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys picked this piece of petrified wood. It's pretty cool. So we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. I'll be doing tarot and oracle cards, as well as letters and charms at the end of each pile. And there will be an extended reading for a deep dive into the week ahead in love, available at a link in the pile selection in the description box. So first we're going to start with your guys' tarot for the overall energy for your guys' week. So the overall energy that you guys have is we have the Star and the Justice card. So the Star is a lot about, making a wish fulfillment. It's also about blending and healing things. And Justice is about things evening out, that balance being restored with karma, things like that. That's also the Libra card, and this is the Aquarius card, so a nod to that as well. I'm being very drawn into this red bird here, so which it doesn't technically look like a cardinal, but I think of cardinals and red birds, so sometimes that's a nod from a past loved one. So if you happen to see a red bird or a cardinal, that could be a loved one making saying a little hello, or just a little hello here. So if someone recently lost somebody, I'm feeling guided to mention this bird here in this picture. So overall energy, this is a week that things should be evening out, blending together, and healing. You should feel more like yourself this week. Possibly some truths coming out here with the Justice card. So learning some things. For some of you guys, this also could be a legal matter being resolved or coming to light, things like that. But it feels like, again, balance is being restored. Like, to get Star Wars on you guys, like the balance, balance in the force, like things have been restored. I don't know why that phrase kind of came in. Then I said it wrong. But anyways, I'm hearing like some things, again, maybe mirrored in your life. There could be some stuff coming up in life where it's like your outside world is reflecting your inner world. So if you don't like some of the stuff you've been seeing in your outside world, take just a quick look at how you're feeling about yourself and what you deserve. And make sure that's in line for what you also want to see. Our self-talk is a very big thing that we sometimes forget. A lot of times we're like the meanest to ourselves. I think everyone does it. And a lot of times that's not a conscious thing. So I'm being guided to just make sure you're being conscious about the words you speak and the thoughts you think about yourself, to help that reflect on the outside and how you're like people are reacting to you and what kind of things that you have coming on in your life. So, all right. I'm also hearing, it's a good time to make a wish and to be hopeful and to dream those big dreams and to know that, things are conspiring in your favor in the universe to work out for you, especially with justice being here together. So I feel like things are coming together, working themselves out, and you're going to see a lot of things unfolding this week. Next, we have the birds. So this is a lot about communication. So you guys could get some surprising communication, unexpected communication this week from someone. It could be, lots of different things, but kind of expect to hear some unexpected news this week as well with the birds here. So your first oracle card, we have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So, and then we have this Libra card again, this balance. So some stuff could be restored in some relationships. This could be physically a new romantic connection, or just a new cycle is starting for you guys. Yeah, that's pretty exciting for in the love front. I try to keep these a little more broad. But yeah, you guys expect some new romantic cycle. And this is like romantic love, not just friendship love. So there's something new coming in, a new beginning, a new start, and maybe a way to balance the forces back out. Like if something happened in the past with someone, they could be cycling back in to really even things out, maybe clear up some past karma, things like that could be coming in. You guys have Desert Passage, trust the divine plan. So, we have this guy and he's going out into the desert, and the deserts tend to be a little barren. Sometimes we're like, what is going on? Nothing's working out. I don't understand. So you're just being guided to, even though you might not be able to see it, you might not be able to see how things are going to play out. Just trust that everything is happening with your greatest good this week. I know that sometimes that's a little bit of a challenge when things are really going to stuff's going to, I try not to cuss, when stuff's just not going your way. Trust that there's a reason, and I know sometimes that's a big ask, but sometimes, it's almost easier just to give it over, give it to God, kind of thing, depending on your beliefs, but just let it go and surrender this need to know everything and trust that it's all going to work out as it should. Again, especially with your guys' overall energy, just know there's some things conspiring behind the scenes to work things out. My incense just dropped on that. So, and it's kind of funny, I burn a sage incense, so the message is like, just know that things are being cleared out when it comes to things that you've wished on. And there's also like, there could be something that you've wished on a star about forever. And there could be this secret wish you've had in your heart for a very long time that could be finally coming true this week. But things are being cleared, and like the things had to happen the way that they did in order for this to play out the way that it is now. That's messages for somebody. Take it hard if it fits for you. If it doesn't, let it go. But they drew me back into this card because I didn't mention that. So yeah, okay. Next, we're moving on. We have Strength, which I'm always reminded to give a nod to Leo for this. We have the number 44. So synchronicities could be coming up this week with numbers repeating for you guys, potentially 44, 444, which is usually a number of divine protection. But this week, you may have to find your balance in a really, maybe slightly difficult situation for some of you guys, but just know that you have the power, you have the strength. Like we look at this girl, she's on one leg, you can't quite see it, and holding the whole world up. I mean, she's kind of connected, but holding everything up with one hand and on one foot, and then sending out magic this way. So just know that there might be a little bit of juggling act going on for some of you guys this week, but know that you can handle whatever comes your way. You are strong enough. It might take a moment to take a deep breath and find that inner strength this week, but you will have everything you need, and trust that you will have everything coming your way, again, to even some things out, and it'll give you so much more, almost, I don't want to say respect, but there's a sense of pride coming through on how you are going to be handling the things this week. Like, you'll be very proud of yourself. I always think of strength in that Leo energy, and it's like this playful, yet like I just keep feeling like you're going to be able to look back on the things that transpired this week and just from in the past and be very proud of how you handled it. And you handled it with such a graceful, like, just people are going to be like, how did they do that? You know, how did they make this magic happen? And it's just because you are magic, and you're really stepping into that this week. We have Cosmic Pearl. Expand your psychic gifts. Open the gate to the angelic realm. So some of you guys could be opening up to new gifts this week. I'm also being guided to say allow those in. Sometimes we can get a little fearful against them and get a little, I don't know. But I'm hearing just allow and just trust. And going back to this trust that there's a divine plan. Trust that things are unfolding as they should. Even if they don't make sense to you, they will eventually make sense. But a lot of you guys are either unlocking or activating new gifts this week. We have Angel. It says spiritual guidance and protection from harm. So there's definitely stuff going on behind the scenes. I'm going to repeat that again, that are working in your favor, and know that you are protected, that you can trust that everything will work out as it should. We also have Scissors. It says disappointment in some affair. So this week there could be something that doesn't seem to work out exactly how you wanted it to. I'm hearing cut yourself from the expectations on things needing to be anyway, and you might find some more peace with that. But just be advised that something may come up this week. I feel like it's trivial. It's feeling very like it's not going to be a huge deal, but just keep that in mind, that there might be an air of disappointment. Don't let it hang you up, because again, there's a divine plan. You're very guided. You're very protected. And then these coming out together, when I pulled the cards, I wasn't going to pull two, but they came out together. But I feel like it's like, don't worry about this disappointment. It's because there's a bigger plan, but you are protected. It's going to work out in your favor. Next, you guys have wait. So the message coming on here, I'm hearing wait to speak your truth about something. Make sure you have all the information. There's going to be something coming up this week. Again, we had the bird, so communication could be coming in. I'm hearing like, let someone else speak. Like, sit back and don't jump in with everything. Just listen. Like, I'm hearing like, sit back and observe and listen. So there's going to be, and it might be more than one instance this week that you're being guided to just wait a little bit before you jump in, because there's all these like little pieces that are going to come together for like an aha moment with you with this Sword of Truth here. But, and you know, I did mention that Sword of Truth up here too. But it just feels like just wait, just let it play out. Don't react to anything harshly. Just, you know, respond with love, but also just sit back and allow someone else. I feel like, especially with the birds here, with that communication, I feel like someone may need to tell you their truth, speak their truth to you about something. And I'm hearing just wait them out, wait out the entire story and listen to it and then take it all in before you respond. How you need to shine for yourself this week. It says, I glanced at this, but I mean, maybe this is where this message came in, like subconsciously on my part. It says your reality is a reflection of your inner world. So another nod to make sure your self-talk, your self-beliefs, your self-concept is on point for what you want to bring out, and also what you believe is possible for you in this life. You know, I know sometimes it's hard to go from like believing down here and then this crazy like going up here. Gosh, I'm not making sense of this. Okay. I was just explaining this to a friend. So sometimes if we're like in a low vibrational thought pattern, sometimes it's hard to jump from like, say you're at 10 to 100. Sometimes that's too big of a leap. So, but taking little notches up, like, can you go from something believing and trusting something that you deserve? Like if you're like, oh, well, that'll never happen, blah, 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 because XYZ, all these excuses, that's like a 10% like vibrational level thought. At least bring yourself up to 50. Well, that is possible. Or, you know, I might not be able to accept that this crazy, amazing thing will happen for me, but I can accept that good things are happening. Even if you just like bring yourself up a couple notches on the thought, you'll get to believing that those amazing things can happen to you. And that's a lot where manifestation comes in, is truly believing the thought that you actually want. But sometimes it takes a little bit of this, like climbing the ladder of belief, if that makes sense. So, but that's also just how you're viewing yourself. Sometimes it's, if we've been so hard on ourselves for so long, sometimes it's hard to jump from like thinking so negatively to thinking like you're the greatest person since sliced bread. Sometimes that's too big of a leap. And then people just fall back to their default of this, I'm going to use 10% thought about themselves. Try to get yourself up a couple notches. You don't know what that looks for you. That feels like it might be a little bit of a stretch, but not too much. And then start to make that your default. And then you bring it up a little bit higher and a little bit higher. And that's how you finally like start building this self-belief, the self-worth, the self-love, the self-concept on the level where you should be, where you are going to be attracting all those good things because you truly know you believe them. But sometimes it takes a process. So if you can't jump from 10 to 100, it's okay. Just go up. Just keep going up until that feels comfortable for you. And then push yourself a little bit higher. So I hope that all makes sense. Because that's a beautiful message about, you know, knowing your worth and owning your worth. So next you guys have Botanical Seed Temple, blooming opportunities. So something is going to be blossoming this week. Potentially some old seeds that were planted will be blooming. Some new opportunities are coming in for you guys this week. So it's a really cool card. I haven't used these too much. At the end of this whole reading, I'll be doing a deck I used in this video review if you're curious about more insight to any of the decks. But yeah, just know that a lot of opportunities are coming this week. And again, it feels like that wish fulfilled with this number 9. The star card always slightly reminds me of like the 9 of Cups, which is the wish fulfilled card. And this is the number 9. So just know that things are going to be happening and they might be unexpected, but in a good way. All right, I'm going to pull you guys a chakra card. Woo! We have the crown chakra, rainbow moonstone. It says calmness. To calm your monkey mind, don't feed the animal. So it's another message about being mindful of the thoughts you think and the words you speak and what you're telling yourself. Like don't, you know, feed into that craziness or that negativity. Don't feed that animal. So just a reminder there. Then for love this week, you guys have chemistry and true love. So I will be doing an in-depth week ahead love reading for each pile. So you can find the link in the description box for the extended for this. But your quick overall look for love this week has to do with chemistry and true love. So like it could be music related, but like the song of your heart coming in, something maybe, again, that wish you've had on your heart could be about love coming in this week, but there's a lot of chemistry going on here in your love connection. So that's beautiful. Let's do your letters and charms. Next, I always like to start off with the zodiac dice. So this could be someone you're dealing with heavily this week or the energy of the sign. So we have Cancer. So very watery emotions, Cancer, very nurturing kind of energy, or just you could be a Cancer or dealing with a Cancer. And then we have the House 3, which is about communication. You guys had this card, so expect some communication to come up. I feel like it's extremely unexpected, but really like just allow that person to speak. Whoever needs to speak to you, allow them to say whatever they say and trust them for what they need to say. All right, so for letters for pile 1, please. This could be someone's initials. It could be, sometimes it spells stuff. Sometimes it's a location. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so we have an R, an A, an S, and a G. So double A. Let's see. I don't know. All of a sudden I'm hearing SAG, like Screen Actors Guild Awards. I don't know why that. Or a saga. Ooh, maybe some ongoing saga is going to be playing out or finishing out this week. Okay. And I know it spells other words, but I'm just going to leave that there. Let's see. What else for pile 1 do they need to know about their week, please? Okay. Literally. You guys are going to be A-okay. Oh, we have the little robot with the heart. So I love this little guy. He's so cute. He's like the cutest little guy. So I feel like someone's going to be wearing their heart, even if you didn't think things were possible. Someone might also have a hard time expressing their love this week, so it might come out a little like robotic or unemotional, but yet they're trying to explain something to you, so just keep that in mind. We do have this Ace of Pentacles, so something new, a new beginning is going to be going on for you guys. You have the World, so things completing out, cycles completing out, things finally evening out this week. And then you guys have the Wheel of Fortune, which means, you know, luck is on your side, things are turning in your favor. But I think, like, I just feel like something is so spinning behind the surface for you guys that I think you're just going to be like so surprised that whatever this is for you guys that happened, but it's happening. Bookworm, and being guided to, if you know, dive into a book this week, maybe learn some new things, could be important. Oh, we have a little yellow airplane. So maybe travel, maybe someone that's in the like a pilot or someone that is in the flight industry could be important for you guys this week, but you could be planning a trip. Just we have love here, this little love. So love is going to be a big part of your week. But overall, that's pretty much what you guys are getting for charms. Some reason this also reminds me of Yellow Submarine by the Beatles, so that might pertain to somebody. I know it's not a submarine, but this little yellow plane kind of reminds me of that. But things are taking off this week. So also, I will be doing the extended into the week ahead for love. If you're interested in that, just go to the link below. And I will see you guys either in your extended pile or in another reading. Thanks so much, guys. Bye. Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends for pile 2. Thank you for joining, and let's see what we have for you. So today's pick a card is about what you can expect in the week ahead over the next 7 days, things to keep in mind, stuff like that. So you guys picked the Aura Rose Quartz. And we will start with your tarot. Get them in order. So this is the overall energy that you guys can expect for the week. So you guys have a 2 of Pentacles and an Ace of Cups. So this is a week of balancing things out, maybe juggling a couple things, but really finding your footing with that. And then you're going to have a new fulfillment emotionally this week. So the Ace of Cups is about, like, any of the aces are a new beginning. And this would be either in love, just emotional fulfillment, love towards others, love for yourself, and love for things that you do. It's kind of like how you love, who you love kind of vibe there. But this is a new beginning with that, a new start, a fresh start. You know, this cup is overflowing. So it's just like so much love is pouring from a situation, from yourself, or from others to you. There could be, for some of you guys, a message about balancing your love and how much you pour your love and to others, and then keeping that balance also for making sure you're pouring your love to yourself as well is going to be very important. You know, sometimes we have a tendency to give and give and give, and we forget to pour into ourselves, and then we get a little depleted. And then if, you know, we're looking outside of ourselves for other people to fill that cup, that doesn't always happen. But if you always make sure you're filling your cup as well, you'll never feel that level of being depleted. So just keep that in mind. If you have a lot, if you're one of those people that feel like you're juggling everything, make sure you are carving out some time, even if it's hard, even if it's 5 minutes, to do something that you really love to do. Or while you're doing things that you love, make sure you're cherishing that and honoring that, and really like being present in the moments that you are doing things for yourself, and you're not thinking about all the other things you need to do. You know, if you are carving out time for yourself, make sure that truly you are in that moment, in that present moment with that, and so you can really honor that and honor yourself. Okay, so you guys also have the Ways. So this can be about making a choice, going on a path. Sorry, now I know there's more to this card. I'm getting used to these cards. But yeah, so it's about decisions to be made, choices, and an emotional crossroads. So, you know, you could be trying to figure out, weighing out some pros and cons of which way to go. Could be another energy that's coming in this week. Do I follow my heart or do I follow what's logical? And with this Ace of Cups here, it's more of a please follow your heart kind of situation. So do what feels right for you and the most fulfilling thing. There might be some guilt associated for some of you guys with that, but I'm hearing push through the guilt. Like if you're not used to doing things for yourself, it's always going to feel guilty. So as you retrain and really put yourself on your priority list, those things will eventually feel less and less guilty. But you do have to realize you have to work through that feeling of guilt that shouldn't be there anyway. So because you should always be able to honor yourself. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so we'll keep going. You guys have heart chakra gateway, love, capacity, expansion. So this is about like a heart chakra opening, awakening, activation for some of you guys. We have 2, 2 here and 22. So you guys have 2, 2, 2, 2. So this also, you know, the 2s tend to represent partnerships, things like this. So this really could be a super big love message. For some of you guys, you could be hearing I love you for the first time with this Ace of Cups too. If I was reading this as a love reading, the Ace of Cups is an I love you. So I want to throw that out there. But I just noticed all these 2s, and that is the number of partnership when you have synchronizations with 2. And actually right before I started this reading, it was 2:22 on my clock, and so that made me smile. And then here we are with all these 2s, so I can't not mention that. So just know that there is stuff going on this week that's expanding your heart, expanding your love. Again, it could look a little differently for everybody. This is a general reading, but you know, expect it to be involved around the things you love. Again, what you love, who you love, and how you love. And that's going to be expanding, and the capacity for you to handle and hold love is also going to be growing this week as well, which is a truly beautiful thing. I will be diving deeper and then extended into like what you can expect in love this week at the end of this. There will be a link in the description box below if you want a more expanded look into love this week as well. Next, you guys have a time to give rather than take, which is going against my initial thing of, you know, give and take. But I'm hearing give to yourself though, you know, so giving to yourself is just as important as giving to others. You might not need to take from somebody else this week, but you need to make sure you're giving to yourself, nurturing yourself, honoring yourself. This is a new moon in Virgo. Virgo is a very nurturing earth energy. It's also tends to be an energy of perfectionism, so be mindful of that. But you know, this is really, I really feel like this is giving to yourself. I don't think this is a selfless message. This is about like a self-focused message for you guys this week. It's really honoring your heart, what you need. You know, you guys have heart chakra gateway, like a heart expansion. We have this green, and this card is the color of the heart chakra. We have an Ace of Cups. So yeah, that heartfelt vibe is coming in this week for you guys, pile 2. Oh, and you guys are pile 2. Sorry. I'm a nerd. Okay. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So just know that any hardships you have, that you will be able to overcome them. If you need an example for yourself, look back at some challenging things that you've been through, that you've worked through, and how far you've come. Sometimes we forget all the things that we've done in our life and how far we really have grown and expanded and done some hard things. So there could be just something this week that could be an obstacle. Keep that in mind, but know that you can do it. You can get through anything that shows up this week that might seem like a hardship. Just know that you can do this. We have a listening. So I just heard like listening to the song of your soul. Music could be important. It might be a good time to kind of unwind with music for yourself, like physically listening to music. I'm also hearing be open and listen to what others are telling you. There might be some messages and undertones, but also listen to your own heart. We have more green here. So, you know, make sure you're listening to your heart. Maybe when you make that decision that we talked about, again, follow your heart, listen to what your soul needs. What do you need? What do you want right now? And, you know, sometimes that's a hard answer or question to answer for ourselves. So really, really turn within. I don't think that the question or the answers are without our, I cannot talk. I don't think your answers that you're looking for are on the outside. They're on the inside. And it's a matter of going within, especially with the rest of this message. I don't always read this card this way, but with this heart-centered message, I feel like going within is going to be where your answers are, not outside of yourself. But you need to make sure you're listening to that in an honest, beautiful way. We have cocoon of white light, rest in perfect love, understand oneness. So with this butterfly on this card here, this is a week of things transforming, you know, going from that cocoon phase to expanding and opening. But there may be some needs for some rest this week. That also may be where you need to listen to yourself and give to yourself. It could be just allowing yourself to rest. A lot of times we berate ourselves when we're resting. And it's going to be very important that you allow yourself to rest. One thing you can ask yourself, if you're feeling guilty about like binge watching a show or something, you know, take a deep breath and go within and ask yourself, do I need this right now? And if your answer is yes, then just trust that. Do what you need to do to rest. If the answer is kind of like, well, you know, maybe I should do something, like that's when you can really tell if am I being lazy or do I need this? You can kind of, if you're honest with yourself, you can either a yes will come right out, like, yes, I need to rest right now. And then just honor that. Don't judge yourself, do what you need to do. But if you get that like, well, maybe I should be doing something else and I'm just procrastinating or whatever, then force yourself to get up. But the whole thing is about learning to listen to yourself, trust your inner knowings this week. But if you need to rest, to also honor that. Next, you guys have Rose. Romance is in the air. Again, you guys did have the Ace of Cups. And then Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So I feel like there's someone possibly with an M, could be needing your help. I feel like this is someone needing your help this week. So that also might be coming in. As long as you are filling your own cup, it's okay to give to others. Just it's that reminder. I know I keep beating that dead horse, or like that you are filling yourself up as well as pouring into other people. But there could be someone that needs your help this week, or if you're the one who needs help, don't hesitate to ask for it. Sometimes people don't realize, especially strong people, people that just seem to do it all on their own, people like your friends and your family around you just assume you always have it. So sometimes it takes us speaking up and asking for help. Even though we're self-reliant and can do all these things for ourselves, sometimes you're honoring yourself more by asking for help. So if that's you, then it's okay to ask for help as well. Your angel answer is compromise. So again, this kind of message of balance. So there may be an issue this week, or I'm hearing a couple things this week that you might have to compromise on to work with somebody else. I'm hearing hear them out, listen to what they need and listen to what you need, and find that middle ground for what's going on in your life. We have unleash your inner wild child, get up and dance. So you're being guided to kind of shake things up this week, maybe dance it out, put on some music and kind of lose yourself in that. That's a very fun way to play. So we do have inner child here. So learning ways to play and do things that are fun. Again, like if life has gotten too serious, we do have Virgo here. So sometimes that has an air of seriousness about it and being like very like methodical and things like that. You might need to have like a moment, like I don't know if anyone watches Grey's Anatomy, but you know, where they just like put on the music and dance it out. Like that is something that you may need. Like if you're feeling like frustrated or just low vibe or low energy, you know, turn everything else off, turn your favorite song on and dance it out. Like that might revive yourself if you're feeling low. And I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive when you're feeling low energy, but sometimes if it is just that like, I just don't know and I just feel bogged down, sometimes you just need to shake it all off, like shake it out. So dance is going to be important for you guys this week as well. Let me pull a chakra card. So let's see. I won't be surprised if you guys get the heart chakra, but I don't know. For pile 2, chakra. I kind of want one to flip out because the colors correspond, so I don't want to pick it. Oh, and it did. Love. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Heart chakra, rhodonite. So yeah, heart chakra is big this week, guys. honoring your heart chakra. If you feel like you have a blockage, look up, like Google heart chakra, look at what a balanced heart chakra looks like a low, like you can have an extreme, you can have underactive heart chakra and you have an overactive heart chakra. Your goal is to always be balanced, that compromise in the energies. So look that up, or possibly do some heart chakra meditations this week, or if you know how to do Reiki, focus in really intensely on your heart chakra, but honor your heart is the biggest message here, especially with all this love. There's so much love in your guys' reading. So let's look at your actual love cards. So we have friendship and maturity. So relationships in your life could be like building such beautiful friendship bonds and growing in their maturity, getting to that next level in all your relationships. So this could be romantic relationships, this could be friendships, this could be family, but just know that things are growing and maturing in a beautiful way, in such an honoring way with friendship. You can, have a romantic connection that is also a friendship connection. I think that's the most powerful kind of connections, when you can have it all. So really focus in on nurturing those parts of your relationships that you have, like nurturing your friendships and nurturing the friendships within the love relationships that you have it's going to be really important. But for some of you guys, things could be going to the next level. Again, I'll be pulling, I'm about to do letters and charms, but I'll be doing an extended love reading for the week ahead. And I know I've probably already mentioned this, but the link's in the description box under pile 2. Okay, so let's look at your letters and charms. So let's pull a zodiac dice first. So this is someone that you could be dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of this sign. You guys had Cancer. I think pile 1 had Cancer as well. And let's see what house. And this is your 6th house, which is ruled by Virgo. So this is about your health. It could be new. You could start a new fitness routine this week, looking at more healthy choices for yourself. This is also about planning and analytical kind of things. So you could be planning out some new things. We did have the Ace of Pentacles, so you could be trying to figure out how to balance things all when it comes to that work-life kind of connection, balance. All right, let's pull you guys some letters and charms. Okay, let's see. So we have a lot. All right, so we have an R, an N, another N, a G, a E, and an A. So I'll hold those up. I'm not going to spell anything out right now. And let's pull some some charms for you guys. What else for pile 2 for the week? What do they need to know about their week ahead, please? All right, you guys had 2 more tarot cards that came out. So we have the Ace of Swords. So you could have an epiphany moment this week. New information could be coming into you this week, a new thought process as well. And then we have the Hierophant. So spiritual advancement, growth that way. Sometimes marriage for some of you guys, but these are can be traditional things too. But this is also just a card of expansion, growth. I'm also guided to mention Taurus here with the Hierophant. We have 2 elephants popping up. So elephants for me are kind of being nostalgic, because they say elephants never forget. So you could be going through some memories. There could be some past stuff coming up this week for you guys as well. But I feel like it's all going to be good luck. White elephant though, so there could be something that comes in that's kind of a surprise. It doesn't feel like a gift, but ends up being a gift for some of you guys this week as well. We have a cat in a box. So this normally makes me feel like this playful message, but I'm also hearing the cat's out of the box, or I don't even think that's the phrase, but I just feel like some truth is coming up. You're going to learn something this week that you weren't expecting. We had beauty on one side, but I was guided to flip it over and it says secret. So yeah, there's a secret that's being revealed this week. You're going to learn some new information. Again, the Ace of Swords, it might change how you're viewing stuff. And then you guys also have a hug ticket. So you could be getting a nice big warm hug this week, or if that's something that you need from someone, then just ask them. If you just need someone to give you a big bear hug, don't hesitate to ask for that. I'm going to hold these up for you guys. But I think I'm going to end that here. If you're interested in looking into a deep dive into your week ahead with love, you can find that link in the description box for the extended read. All right, guys, I'll either see you over there or in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. We are going over what you can expect in the week ahead, some things to keep in mind, all that fun stuff. So this is one of my favorite readings, so thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, let's get into this. So you guys picked the Dream Amethyst. Anytime anyone is drawn to this, it makes me feel like they have very profound dreams. So this week I'm guided to say, make sure you pay attention to your dreams. Sometimes our dreams aren't necessarily verbatim the way they happen, because dreams are weird, right? But sometimes if you look at the feelings those dreams were conveying, then you can uncover what that dream really meant. So pay attention to like what feelings these weird situations invoked in you, and then that might be the key to help you unlock what a dream meant. All right. So we will start with your guys' tarot pile 3. What is going on? Your overall energy. You guys have an Ace of Pentacles and an 8 of Pentacles. So this is a week of tangible things. Pentacles represent like the physical, the physical things in the physical world. So there could be a new start with something tangible, something work related. 8 of Pentacles typically is about working. Obviously, he's just rocking away on the pentacles there. But this also could be an offering from somebody else offering you something. So some of you guys could be getting a promotion, a new offer of money, new financial like gift, inheritance is coming in. Because I'm hearing like the 8 here, and the 8th house is about inheritances. So somebody could be inheriting some money or getting money from somebody else. The 8th house money has to do with other people's money, but you getting it. But which can involve some of you guys may be starting your own business, because the 8 of Pentacles is about putting in the work. So there could be something that is, again, work related or an inspiration for you to get started on something. But it's going to be a very busy week, but I'm feeling like you're going to be very focused this week about what it is you want to do. Like you're really like excited about to jump into this and to really get to work on something this week. So yeah, pretty awesome. You guys have the Rider here. So the Rider, let me double check. I know there's a couple different meanings. I'm learning this. This is the cute little Lermond deck. The Rider is unexpected news, a message, or a visitor. The Rider is bringing you something. So you guys could be getting something unexpected, like knowledge this week. You could be getting unexpected visitor. So keep in mind for someone popping up this week, or some information popping up that you weren't expecting coming in. All right, next you guys have Sea Goddess of Abundance. Again, like the Pentacles do represent financial abundance. So it says celebrate abundance. So this is a week that, again, I feel like somebody's going to be getting some money from somebody else. This also can be like lottery money, winning money. It's other people's money. But it's going to be very beneficial, and especially with this card supporting that energy, is you guys are going to be like able to celebrate abundance this week in a very tangible way. So pretty cool. All right, next you guys have you're very close to achieving your goal. So if you've been working hard already, like if I talked about this and you're like, I've already been doing that, just know that you're very close to achieving your goal. Your hard work is going to pay off. Maybe that's some unexpected news you've been getting. Maybe you felt you were further off from achieving this goal, achieving this financial abundance. So that could be the news coming in. Also someone giving you money. I don't know why I'm so stuck on that, but you're very close to achieving a goal. So don't give up. When this card comes up, it's like, if you've been working hard at something, if you've been working hard at manifesting something, if you've been working hard at bringing a new something into your life, whatever your goal is, it's closer than maybe you realize. So just know it's just around the corner to happen for you. You guys have crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So there's going to be a chance this week to mend some relationships, mend some things in your life, to heal some past things, but it may mean that you need to cross over to somebody else. It's like I'm hearing like extend an olive branch to somebody for some of you guys. Like literally, like you may have to ask for forgiveness or accept an apology from somebody else this week. But note that it's going to lead to healing, connecting, mending, and releasing in a very good way. But it just might also cause for travel. Sorry, as the sun's shifting here, my window faces where the sun goes down. All right, there we go. Didn't want that big harsh line coming across. Okay, so you guys have solitude here. So there is going to be a moment this week, so keep this in mind, that you may feel like everything around you is too much and that you need to go within. You need a quiet time. You need a quiet moment, a quiet day, quiet couple days. If you need that, don't hesitate to take it. This is also about not looking outside of yourself for counsel, like looking within for answers. But you may need it. It's like having a hermit moment where you just go within. You don't want to deal with anybody, and just really honor that. For some of you guys that doesn't feel like you might be dealing with someone that needs some time to process something. So try to be understanding and honor that some people process things by themselves and it's not about you. Also, if this is you, if you need to do this, there might be a level of just kindness and explaining that to someone, like saying, okay, hey, I have a lot that I need to process. I would appreciate it, or thank you for allowing me to do that. Not that you need to ask for permission, but sometimes if we at least explain to people how we need to be loved, appreciated, cared for, friendship, romantic, whatever it looks like, it takes off that edge of people feeling anxious or whatever, that not knowing, because everybody wants to know, everyone wants to feel in control of their lives. And so when you're dealing with other people, there's a level of and then when you don't know, you make assumptions. So there's a need to express, if this is you, express those to the people around you, that you just need some time to yourself, and that's okay. And being okay with expressing that, but just the communication is so valuable. And in this day and age, I feel like we've lost that art of just being nice. It's not like, again, you don't owe anything to anyone, but it's respectful to let people know where you stand, and then they understand you better. And so it's a win-win. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And I'm the type of person that I have to do that. I have to process alone. I need time alone. I'm an introvert, which I'm an extroverted introvert. So I'm an INFJ. I don't know what everybody else is out here. If anyone watching Pile 3, if you know your Myers-Briggs, drop it in the comments. I'm curious. But I'm an INFJ. So that's the extroverted introvert. So people think I'm extroverted, but really I need so much alone time and I need to recharge alone. So me actually being open and understanding that about myself and then explaining that to the people that are in my life has been very helpful. So I'm saying this from a place of, trial and error. So when you can explain what you need to other people, then they just understand in a better way. Okay, moving on. So just know that that's going to come up. Cosmic Diamond, spread hope and joy, illuminate the world. So this is Phil's very light worker message. If you have this light in you, don't forget to spread hope. Don't forget to spread your positivity. If you see the world from I'm noticing all these are kind of prisms. If you see the world from a different perspective, this might be a week where you need to share that with other people. Maybe you have a different look on something that maybe no one has ever thought about, and it can offer them a new way of looking at things, a new way of having peace about something. But your unique perspective is going to be very important to share this week. You guys have good news. So you're going to be getting good news. Oh, we have the writer too. So, that's awesome. So good news is coming in this week. And then we have the box. You will receive a gift. You guys are getting something. I want to know what it is. You guys are getting something this week. So it could be very big for some of you guys. It could be very small, but just know that there's a gift coming in this week and it's good news. It's coming unexpectedly. Hot dog. Okay. I'm a nerd. All right, let's move these down a little bit. You guys have peaceful resolution. So know that there's something that's coming to conclusion this week that's going to reach a peaceful resolution. So if you've been dealing with anything heavy, dealing with somebody else about something heavy, just know it's going to have a peaceful resolution. Where you're going to shine this week, it says your soul whispers love, your ego shouts fear. So I love this message. So a lot of times when people are talking about their intuition, they have a hard time trusting it or knowing if it's their ego or their intuition. So a thing that I heard that it's very powerful is your soul and spirit and the universe, your intuition speaks in love and your ego speaks in fear. So you have to ask yourself, am I being protected? Go, okay, well, how do I feel about this? Like, if you're like, something's telling you no, you ask, like, we'll take no, for instance, like, should I do this? And you have a no. Does that no feel calm and just like, you just know that you shouldn't do this? You're like, oh no, that's a no. But there's a calmness about it. But if you have a no and it's anxious and fearful and, oh God, no, I can't, sorry. But you have that level of anxiety attached to it, that's your ego. So be mindful of that. It doesn't mean that there isn't a no from the universe, but just try to like relax the anxiety and then ask yourself. And if it's no is calm, then that is your soul saying, no, that's not for you, or no, don't do that, or your intuition's touching in. But if you're tapping into that fear base, that if it's anxious, that's fear, and that's your ego. So that's a good trick to use when you're first starting to trust your intuition. Is it love-based or fear-based? Plain and simple. But usually people don't, they're like, well, it's no, so that's negative. And no's not a negative. It's the feeling attached to the no is your intuition or your ego. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that helps somebody out there. So for love, I'm going to be doing extended readings for love. I'm still going to do our letters and charms next, but I will be doing extended readings for what to expect in love this week. The link for that will be in the description box below your pile. So for you guys, I remember 3 cards came out and they all kind of came out together, and I wasn't going to take 3, but then it like wouldn't let me put it back in the deck. So that I was like, all right, these are their cards. I'm going to go with it. So we had spark, we had regret, and we had influence. So the message that kind of, when I pulled it, because I really was like, oh, well, that's kind of contradicting. I went to put it back and my guides wouldn't let me. So I'm like, all right, Joy, you're just going to have an interesting message and just go with it. So I didn't think too much into it. Here we are. So the way it is coming in, I feel like someone's regretful for listening to someone else's opinion, advice, or something about your guys' situation. Like they had the influence of someone else and they're very much regretting it, or they didn't listen to themselves. They allowed outside influences affect them where they regretted it. And then there's this spark that's coming in. For some of you guys, this is attached, like someone that you have this spark with. This is a twin flame looking thing, so take that if you will. But someone that you have this innate spark with, this could be influencing it. They're regretful about listening to outside. There could be gossip, there could have been a rumor, there could have been a lie. But they feel very regretful for this. For others of you guys, this feels like 2 separate energies. Like the way my guides are showing, like blended, but then also separate. So for, again, one side of you guys that are watching pile 3, this is a message mixed together. For other of you guys, I feel like this is 2 separate energies, and this feels like a new energy. So if you've been sitting in this like regretful energy or feeling like down about a situation that didn't work out that involves this, just know that there's a spark coming in, that there's a newness coming in, that you'll feel reinvigorated. That could be this connection coming back around, but this feels like this feels new coming in here. So take that as it fits for you guys. Okay, so let me pull some letters and charms for you guys. All right, first I like to start off with the zodiac dice. So that kind of is who you're dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of this sign. So you guys have Aries, so that fiery first house energy. This could be someone that is self-focused, that is impulsive, but in a fun way. That fiery energy of Aries could be something like you could feel more compelled to jump out and do things this week too. So all right, let's see your house focus for the week. You guys have house number 9, which is Sagittarius. So I'm hearing expansion, growth, possibly spiritual expansion for a lot of you guys. Also for some of you guys, this is really breaking down to travel. I feel like you guys could be planning a trip. This feels like a friend kind of, I've seen like girls trip, boys trip, something like that. Just like a friend trip is coming up. So if you've been thinking about that, maybe discuss that with some friends, but that definitely feels a vibe. But just travel. And I'm seeing like people like backpacking place, like going on like a real like deep-rooted adventure kind of is how that's feeling. All right, so let's get you guys some letters and charms. Oops, sorry. So for pile 3's letters for this week, please. Let me dig to the bottom of this bag. Let's see what we got. All right, we have an N and O. We got a no. Oh, we got a now. We got an E and an R. Hopefully no one's going to the ER now, so we're going to put that over there. So we have an E, N, O, W, and an R for your letters. So that can, obviously it spells words, row, no. I'm not new. Ooh, new. Yeah, new spark. Anyways, but we'll keep those. Feel free to make them into whatever. And let me pull your guys' charms. So, all right. So for pile 3, what else do they need to keep in mind for this week, please? Oh my gosh, you guys got like a whole nother spread. Holy bajoli. Okay. I don't know what word that is and why I just said that, but there we go. Like someone's grandmother says that, my grandfather. Okay, so for your tarot, you guys have the Fool, so new beginning. We have the Star, which is about hope and also healing. I'm hearing cleansing of things. We have the Hanged Man, which is looking at that something from a new perspective. I also talked about you guys having this beautiful perspective that you need to share with the world. This kind of goes into this 8 of Wands, which is about fast communication. We did have the Rider, so this also kind of fits into there's unexpected communication could be coming in this week. And then you guys have the Justice card, so things balancing out. For some of you guys, some legal matters clearing up this week or starting, but things like overall evening out, karmic balance being restored. I do want to point out we have Aquarius and Libra here as well. So, all right. Oh, and then you guys just have 2 little charms. So we have Sprout, so something new is growing this week. Something is coming to fruition. Something new is budding from the ground. And then you guys have this little starfish. I'm actually going to get a couple more charms. I feel like there's just something else. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, we have another letter. We have a I. There's an I in here. Okay. Well, we have the Lighthouse, which is kind of like my light worker go-to. So you're being guided to be that bright light in the storm for other people. This week we have Believe in Always. So don't stop believing. And then always, like something is like always going to happen. Like it reminds me of Harry Potter with Snape, and he always loved Harry's mom. So that message is here too. We have a button, so things could be fixing up, finishing up this week. We have a crown here, so it always reminds me of the crown chakra, so there could be some crown chakra activations going on for you guys in pile 3 as well. That expansion that you guys had, that house 9. So some people could be getting like new spiritual gifts coming in this week, so keep that in mind. So there you guys go. And then I'm going to end that here. If you're interested in the week ahead for love, that link is in the description box if you want to get the extended version for love this week. So I either see you guys there, I'll see you in a future reading, but thanks for joining me. Bye, guys. Hello, hello, hello. All right, we're going over the decks used in today's reading. For the tarot, we have the Chubby Bun Volume 2 or Version 2. Super cute little bunny tarot cards. These round cards were the tea leaf fortune cards for you guys. They're pretty cool. I don't use them that often. I forget that I have them. I have, I think, too many decks. I've tried to be better about pulling old decks out. Next, we used these 3 cards. Beautiful cards. They're the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I love her decks. I have quite a few of them. They're very pretty, great imagery, great information. These are always a crowd favorite as I drop some on the floor. These cards, they look like this on the back. These are the Love Story Oracle cards by Deja Druitt. I think I got them from her Instagram. I think she has a link for them there. Super cool cards. 2 decks by her. Next, these cards, beautiful back on them. These are the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Linn. I also love Denise Linn's decks. I love all my decks. What can I say? Okay. The Unicorn decks are the Magic of the Unicorn Oracle deck by Diana Cooper. Very pretty cards. Beautiful messaging on those. If you like unicorns, I always think that's a good deck to have. Put that here. The Moonology cards is from this Moonology deck. They have 2 decks now. They have this one and a Moonology Manifesting cards. I have both of them. I love them both. Both great decks, great information. All my decks are great. So I'm probably going to say that about every deck. I'm not going to be like, I hate this deck. Here you go. I used it. Okay. These cards, these fun cards, are called Shine from the Inside Oracle by Brittany Carmichael. Insert my favorite phrase. Great deck, beautiful imagery, great messages. All right. We use the Angel Answers cards by Radley Valentine. So these cards are the Angel Answer cards. So they're cool. Like, they have lots of different like answers. Like if you're looking for something a little more straightforward answers, you're ready. Look for a sign. They're pretty cool for if you want an oracle card to ask questions to and pull cards out for. A little more direct answers. We use for the opening picture, I use these for the piles. This is the Sacred Sea Oracle by Justine Sarah Brine. Really cool images, very vibrant colors. I also use the cute little Lenormand fortune-telling cards. I got these recently. I'm still trying to learn them. This book's really cute. I haven't read it, but it gives so much information about them. But it has, like, on the front cover and the back, oh no, just front and that page, it gives you like a little synopsis on what all of them mean. So I've been trying to incorporate them also to teach myself. But super cute little cards. I like them for like clarifiers and things like that. Then I also, for the small chakra cards, these are the chakra love cards. So I do have a link to my, I do have an Amazon channel that should have all these linked on there. So you can go and easily find them. So you have to like find them all on Amazon. A lot of them are purchased on Amazon. So I have in the in my description box from this reading, if you look down, you'll see an Amazon, my Amazon shop, and you can find most of all of these right there together and easily to find. I think I have a tarot one and an oracle one. And then behind the scenes incense I like, some of the crystals I've bought, other things that I use that I find valuable, some books and stuff on Amazon on there as well. So you can use that or you don't. I don't know. I just put them all together to make it easy. So as always, thank you guys for spending some extra time with me and going over the decks. And I hope everyone has a great week. Bye guys.